Okay, welcome back to the show off plan workshop video recap part 4. Timer started. I'm not sure. What have I talked about so far? I've talked about a couple of things. I've talked about the marker lines, which is pairing marker lines, which I thought was really kind of cool. I talked about adding arrows, multiple arrows to the text. I don't think that was a big deal. I talked about using how I set up my layout, setting things to layout, which I think is really kind of cool. Uh, and just so I don't forget it. And I talked about how Perry sends his details to layout. I'm not crazy about it. I like my method better, which is also the JBaemer method. And one thing I haven't talked about yet is what Joe Carrick talked about. And Joe Carrick had, and if you look at, if you go to my zero, if you go to my layout level 0, this is how I do my sheet index. No, sheet index. I have my legend right here. Sheet legend, sheet 1, site plan, elevations, demo. In the meeting, Joe had a lot of macros and stuff, and he kind of did this automatically, and it sort of gave you the sheet names and stuff, and I haven't got into that, and it was, quite frankly, it's probably more information than I want to get into. I mean, it is really cool what he did. I mean, he is really getting into the macros, and I think macros is the way to go. I'm not sure if the macros that he's using is whatever. I'd like to think that Chief would come up with a macro for the sheet index, which would be a lot easier than having to create my own like Joe had to do. I mean, Joe put a lot of time into putting together a sheet legend and labeling the plan, whatever. You got to be there. It's over my head right now, and I haven't gotten into it. So where am I going with this? But what I think what I want to talk about is the JBaemer method, which I think was really kind of cool, and that is the boilerplate notes. And I want to reemphasize this. My boilerplate notes are CAD details that are set to layout. But let me see if what this relink. Oh, no. Oh, where'd it go, man? Oh, that's that. Here it is right here. It's this right here. What is this? That is linked to workshop boilerplate notes. Okay, here's the key. In fact, it disappeared. I don't know why it disappeared, man. I just don't know why. It. God, fuck, motherfucker. You. It did this before, and then I relink. Boilerplate notes. Okay, and it should come back. There. Why did it disappear? I don't know. Okay? I don't know. But bottom line is, look at this. It says general notes 0929131. Now, suppose I went back to a plan that I did 2 or 3 years ago, and the client comes back and they want to add a doggy door in there. And now the codes have changed, and all these boilerplate notes have changed and stuff, okay? Now I want to associate the updated boilerplate notes to my plan. That's what I want to do. So you can see this is relink. This is boilerplate notes. Okay, fine. That's in the folder of this particular file I'm working on. Got it? Got it. Perfect. Boilerplate notes. Control C. Now, what I want to do is I just opened this plan up, and I did this 4 years ago, and someone wants to add a doggy door, and I want to use the existing doors, but I want to update the plan. So how do I do that? Control Open. I go to my desktop, plans, template plans, boilerplate notes, right there. Okay? I did this boilerplate note at 6 o'clock in the morning. I did this one at 6:30. I did this one at 7. I did that at 8. I've changed them all up, okay? I mean, I've revised this, what I'm doing. And if I open this up, what do I have? Check this out. It's boilerplate notes option, blah, 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 right? So now I want to file. This is something I learned from Jay. Listen, watch this. Let me see if I can do it. Save as. I want to save this into the workshop plans, right here, but I want to change this name to Control V. Now here's the question. You understand I'm about to save this file, which is different than this file up here. Because this file up here probably says General Notes 0929131. Well, this new one says 4, okay? So I'm changing the name, and I'm going to try to replace this old outdated boilerplate notes to the new one. And let's see what happens. This is what JBaemer does. Save. Yes. Do you want to replace it? Darn right I want to replace it. This is what's cool. This is it, man. Yes. This is what... Oh, fuck. Sorry. I don't know what happened. Let's see what happened. F6. This is what JBaemer does. And I did a lousy... It didn't work. That should say number 4 up there. You got me? Why didn't it happen? That's the question. Jared, help me out. File, save as. Cancel. Wait. This right here. Boilerplate notes. Where did I say that? File, save as. Boilerplate notes, save. Yes, I know. I know it exists. I want to replace. Oh. They want me to determine why the backup could not be made and correct the problem, including a path name that is longer than 260 characters, or wrong character. I don't know. I thought it was okay to me, man. What I'm getting at is this boilerplate note should say number 4 now. That's what I'm shooting for. That is what I'm shooting for. So if I go to my plan. And Jay, of course, made it look so easy. Jared. Hey, change your name, would you? Go to workshop plans. There it is right there. Cancel. Shift F6. 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 I'm not sure why. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why it's not working. Jared might be able to help me on this. Okay. Everything's done. So file, open layout, workshop layout. I'm opening this up right now. I want to replace that. That was so cool what Jared did, because what that meant is you didn't have to relink everything. That was the whole key to it. In fact, where'd the motherfucker relink to boilerplate notes? These notes here. Oh, see, it's all fricked up, man. Oh, stop. Let me see if I can do this. Control open. Workshop boilerplate notes. Boilerplate. Oh, W. Control open. Boilerplate notes right here. These are the old boilerplate notes. General. Oh. Okay. Send this to layout. Current screen. Go to layout. This is what I think I just sent. You think? I thought it was just the screen that I was sending. Relink file, boilerplate notes, cancel. I think that's sort of right. I guess it's sort of right. See, what Baemer's deal would do is it would change all the boilerplates on all the sheets, and I wouldn't have to relink anything. This is what was so cool about what he did. 9 point-to-point, bump. Okay. There it is. It's number 4, okay? Relink file. It's called boilerplate notes, but it's boilerplate notes number whatever. I mean, it's boilerplates, okay? Gotcha. Perfect. Timer. Oh, I'm not done with this. Okay. Now I'm going to open, Control Open, and I'm going to open up, I'm going to go back to my template files that's just somewhere off in oblivion. Plans, template plans, boilerplate notes. Open up number 2. See, and it says, oh, W. Is this number 2? U. Well, it should say number 2 right there. 2. Control Save, Control W. Okay, fine. Sorry, I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with it. Yeah, this is number 2. Okay, now I'm going to save this. File, Save As. File, Save. Now I'm going to file, save that into my folder that I've been working on, okay? Which would be in Desktop, Workshop Plans. Well, see, now I'm trying to replace that with this. Save. Oh, it already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes, I do. I want to replace it with this number 2, okay? Okay, I have to close something first. What do I have to close first? F6. Oh, it's this one I have to close. This is the one that's already associated with the plan. You got it? W. Okay, I'll close that. Okay, I'll close that. And so now let's see what's going on here. Boilerplate notes number 4. See that number 4 right there? Number 4 right there. I want to change all my boilerplates on all 15 sheets of my layout. So now I'm going to go over here, File, Save As, go to my deal, Workshop Plans, and this says number 4 at the end. I'm now going to change it to number 2 because I'm going to override it. Ah, yes. Yeah, I want to replace it. Yes. Oh, shit. Jay, help me out, buddy. Relink. It didn't work. I don't know why it didn't. Jay, help me out, man. I think that's what he was doing, man. I think that's what he was doing. File. Okay, I'll close this. Control Save, Control W. So, where's this? File, Save As, File, Save As. This is boring crap. I know it is. Workshop Plans. Save. Yes, I know it exists. Oh. So did I have to close the layout first? So now if I open up the layout, do you think it's going to say number 2 right there? That's the question. File. Open recent. Open. It's getting late. I got to go home. I got to go. Control Open. Workshop. Cancel. No, I want to open up. Cancel. I want to open my layout. File, Open Layout. Desktop. Workshop Layout. Question is it number 2 now on sheet number 4, whatever it was at? That's the question. So the question is, I have to close the layout first. There it is. I just did it. I just did what Jay did. See that? That's the boilerplate notes. Now I've changed all the boilerplate notes in the whole plan without having to relink it by simply overriding it. You want me to do it again? I'll do it again. Control Open. Go to Desktop. Plans. Template Plans. Boilerplate notes. Number 3. Let's take a look at this. See, it says number 3 right there. Okay, fine. Now I want to save. Okay, I want to save this as something. Okay, so I'm going to Control Save W. Control Save. I'm going to try to link this. With my plan. It's going to say number 3 now. So all those boilerplate notes should be number 3 now, right? So I'll say File, Save As. Go to Workshop. Boilerplate notes, boiler notes, And it's going to say number 3 now instead of number 4. You got me? Yes, I'm going to override it. Perfect. Control save. Now I go to File Open Layout. File Open Layout. Workshop Layout. Now it should say number 3. That's the key. And that is the way you update all those boilerplate notes all at one fell swoop. And there it is. Jay is awesome. Awesome. You got what I'm saying? So all my boilerplate notes on sheets, look, this is what I'm getting at. Is if I have boilerplate notes, I haven't relinked anything. I've simply overridden that file. But to override the file, I had to close the plan, the layout, and what have you, save it to the folder, and everything gets updated. So whenever I have whenever I have boilerplate notes like this, or I don't know, maybe this. These are boilerplate notes that go with every plan. This, or this. You have to learn to work with it, but that's my floor plan general notes. If I come over here to my roof framing, that would be automatically updated because it's updated to the boilerplate notes. So God dang it, Jay, man, you did it, buddy. Nice. So I have now officially switched. All I have to do is go to my new boilerplate note, and just so you understand what I've done on this thing is, if I knew what I did on this thing, I could tell you. Let's open up a file. This is the way I would do this. Desktop plans, template plans, boilerplate notes. So here are my boilerplate notes, okay? I've got a date. I changed it on September 29th, 2013. I changed it at 6 a.m. I changed it at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and 9 a.m. And now, in next month, if I change these boilerplate notes for whatever reason, I'm going to change my boilerplate notes, and I'm going to keep it right here. So I can have an ongoing list of boilerplate notes. And all I need to do is open up the latest and greatest and save it with the name of my original boilerplate note file in my particular layout. And it's going to update everything without relinking it. Hey, the relinking tool, if you understand the relinking tool, I use that all the time because I use the SAM. I use the relinking tool all the time. And some people don't even realize this. They go into each view that was sent a layout and they relink it to the plan that they want. Well, I think anybody that's been around a little bit and watched a few videos and knows what they're doing, they know they can come over here and tools layout files, and they can simply change. I don't know, instead of plan 4, workshop plan 4, I can simply change this to Mr. and Mrs. Smith's plan number 1 in a second, and it changes all those files in a second. Let me think about that. Anyway, so I had to relink it. I mean, so there's a lot of ways to relink things. You can take things one at a time. I can take this view right here, and I can relink this at one time to a plan. Or I can come up here to tools, layout files, and I can link everything that's associated with plan 4 with Mr. and Mrs. Smith's plan 3 if I want it. And it would change all those things. And this, well, I'm not sure if this is really that great of a deal. I mean, if I change this boilerplate to boilerplate notes October 1st, I think it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. So it's not that great of a deal, but it's another way of doing it. So thank you, Jay. Jay's a pretty sharp cookie, man. I thought he was a nitwit like me, but I think he's pretty sharp. Anyway, hey, that's the end of number 4. I hope you guys got something out of this. I think this was kind of cool. I think the Jay. Hey, I'm going to do one more video in a minute, and it's the JBaemer. Beamer. Change your name, Beamer. I'm going to talk about his roof plan arrows, which I think are really cool, which they are not automated. He does not do them automated, but they are perfect roof plan arrows that I would like Chief to adopt. Anyway, end of part 4. This is the conclusion of the workshop, show your plan workshop video, show your plan workshop recap videos. Thank you. It's the end.